I can still hear the sound of his laugh. Low, careless, the kind of laugh he hadn't given me in years. I was walking past the bedroom when I caught it, followed by the syrupy voice of a woman on the other end. I stopped in the hallway, one hand against the wall to steady myself. He said her name the way he used to say mine, soft, warm, full of want. And then, like a knife sliding under my ribs, he added, "No, she won't be at the reunion. She'd embarrass herself. She still looks pregnant." I didn't breathe, didn't blink. In that moment, I wasn't even a person, just a hollow shell cracked open by words sharper than any blade. When I confronted him, he didn't stutter or hide. He leaned back in his chair, smirked, and told me, "Stay home. Who want to see that?" That was the night something in me shifted. Not broken, not destroyed, sharpened. We had met in college. Back then, he was charming, ambitious, the kind of man who filled every room he walked into. He used to tell me I was his anchor, his reason, the one who kept him steady. I believed him. I built my life around him. Marriage, children, a home. The quiet sacrifices that stack up slowly until you realize you've given everything. In return, he gave me contempt. Not all at once, but in pieces. Missed dinners. Excuses that tasted sour. A phone always flipped face down. The faint trace of cologne that wasn't his. I tried to explain away. Stress, work, distance. But lies have weight. They sink. They drag everything with them. By the time I overheard that call, the truth wasn't just undeniable, it was rotting. He expected me to cry, to beg, to play the role of the wounded wife. That's how he saw me, weak, dependent, desperate. I didn't give him that. I gave him silence. And silence is strategy. It's the pause before the blade slips in. For 2 months, I planned quietly. I met with an attorney he didn't know about. I collected bank statements, text messages, recordings. I built a file so thick it could break his spine if I dropped it on his desk. I traced the accounts he thought were hidden, mapped out his debt, his hotel stays, his lies. Every secret left a breadcrumb. I just followed the trail. I even called her once, the woman. Said nothing, just let her hear my voice. She hung up, but she didn't block me. That told me everything. She thought she'd won. So I let her think that. The night of the reunion, I didn't stay home. I walked in alone, in a black dress, hair pinned, carrying a calm that made people turn their heads. He wasn't there. He'd chosen her instead. But small towns talk. By the end of the night, whispers about his double life spread like wildfire. I didn't have to say a word. A week later, he was served. The look on his face when he realized what I had taken from him in the settlement, it was almost poetic. Accounts frozen, debts exposed, his name stained among colleagues he thought admired him. And the mistress? She didn't last long. Women like her rarely do, not when the money dries up and the shine wears off. Last night he called me. His voice was broken, raw. He said he missed the kids. He said he missed me. He said he didn't know what he'd been thinking. I listened, calm and detached, the way you listen to rain tapping against glass. Present but distant. When his sobs turned to begging, I whispered one word, goodbye. Then I blocked him. He doesn't know yet. He hasn't opened the IRS letters. He hasn't realized his business partners are pulling away. He hasn't seen the loan default notice that will hit next month. All of it already in motion. All of it invisible until it collides with him at once. Revenge isn't rage. Rage is sloppy. Revenge is precise. He told me not to bother with a reunion. Said I still look pregnant. Now, he will remember me exactly as I am. Unshaken, untouchable, walking away while his world burned behind me. And that's the thing about reckoning. It doesn't come loud. It comes quiet, like a woman standing in the hallway, steady hand against the wall, listening, waiting, planning, and ending it on her terms.